Characteristic and design loads explained. In this video, we are looking at three important terms: ultimate load, characteristic load, and design load. These might sound technical, but they're designed to make sure that you get the correct fastening solution for your project. So, here's what they really mean, what the differences are, and which one you should use. First, we have the ultimate load. This is the maximum force a component can take before it breaks. So, when a fastener is tested to the point of failure, the ultimate load is that final breaking point. Next, we have the characteristic load. This is the verified strength of a component such as a fastener or a fastener assembly. It is set by conducting tests that determine the ultimate load the component can withstand before it fails and takes into account the standard deviation of the test results. 95% of these test results must exceed this value. In the case of fasteners, tests must be undertaken in accordance with British Standard BS 5427 2016. This says that the characteristic strength value is statistically determined from the equation on the screen. The characteristic value is displayed as VCH. VM stands for the mean ultimate value from the number of tests. KV, this is taken from this table on the screen, where N is the number of test results. And lastly, S. This is the standard deviation of the population of test results. Lastly, we have design load. This is calculated by multiplying the characteristic load by a predetermined reduction factor for the material the component is manufactured from. This reduction factor allows for discrepancies in the material, manufacturing process, and workmanship. The design load will always be lower than the characteristic load, giving it a built-in safety margin in case of an exceptional event. Which load value should I use when specifying fasteners? The strength of a component should always be greater than the loads applied to that component. When specifying fasteners, you should use the design load, not the characteristic value. This is because the characteristic load is the value at which the fastener will typically fail, whereas the design load includes the safety factor to ensure that the fastener will not be taken to the limit of its performance. So in conclusion, the three load types are: number one, the ultimate load. This is the maximum failure load in a test. This information is used for testing and data collection. Number two, characteristic load. This is where 95% of the tests must exceed this statistically, and it's used for specification sheets and standardized values. Lastly, the design load. This is the characteristic load divided by a safety factor and is used in actual engineering design. If you have any questions or need assistance with your project, the FixFast technical team will be happy to help.